There's a place in the Atlantic Ocean that has no coastline, no land, no island, no borders, and yet it's real. It's an invisible sea trapped inside the ocean, and once you enter it, escaping is harder than you think. This place is called the Sargasso Sea. It sits in the middle of the Atlantic, surrounded by powerful ocean currents. Instead of being held by land, it's held by moving water. Imagine a giant circular wall made of currents, like an ocean prison, and inside that prison, the water becomes strangely calm, too calm. For hundreds of years, sailors feared this place because ships would drift inside and then stop, not because the ship broke, not because of pirates, but because the wind would die and the currents wouldn't let them leave. Old sailors called it the graveyard of ships. And here's the creepy part. The Sargasso Sea is filled with thick floating seaweed called sargassum, massive golden carpets covering the surface. Beautiful at first, until you realize what it means, because it slows down movement. It clings to boats, it traps debris, and over time, it can trap you. That's why strange things collect there. And I mean, really strange things. Plastic from every continent. Ghost nets. Floating objects that have been drifting for decades. It's like the ocean's memory. Everything the world loses ends up here. But the most terrifying part? Sometimes life ends up here too. Sailors who got trapped would ration food and water. They would wait for wind that never came, and slowly they'd realize something horrifying. They weren't lost in the ocean. They were stuck in the ocean. And today, the Sargasso Sea is still there, still spinning, still collecting. It's one of the only seas on Earth defined not by land, but by movement, a border made of currents. So if you ever look at the ocean and think it's one endless place, remember this: there's a part of the Atlantic that is literally trapped inside itself. And once you drift into it, the ocean doesn't need monsters to scare you. The ocean itself becomes the monster.